Well, after more than 150 days above flood stage, the mighty Mississippi River has finally shrunk back into her banks.
What a relief, huh? Walt Grayson, though, has a story about a town that's endured Mississippi River floods more than almost any other town along the river. What town is that, Walt?
Oh, it's one of my favorite wilderness runaways. It's Rodney, Mississippi. The town was born because of the river, and I guess you could say that the river has been slowly killing it for over a century and a half. Rodney was once an important Mississippi River port, about halfway between Vicksburg and Natchez, the river right at the foot of town. But shortly after the Civil War, the Mississippi changed course westward about 2 miles and left Rodney high and dry. And if it had just left it at that, Rodney would be in a lot better shape today, but it didn't. Because every so often over the past 150 or so years, the Mississippi has crept back to Rodney and flooded the town. To 1927 was the worst. Dale Williams, who lives in Rodney, says 2011 was pretty bad too. But this year tops it in many ways.
It wasn't near as high, but it lasted forever. It seemed like it just wouldn't never go down. You know, it'd go down a little bit and then it'd come back up more. It just stayed here, yeah.
There's not much left in Rodney anymore. The flood of 2011 floated and flipped some houses. They're gone now. And the old Mount Zion Baptist Church No. 1 building was stressed to the limit by the 2011 flood, but it may have been pushed beyond it by the prolonged water this year. Floorboards are buckled, walls are out of plumb. There's not a surface in it that's level and square anymore. The Presbyterian Church in Rodney missed getting water inside it by several inches this time, but it still needs a lot of TLC if it's going to survive into another generation. The Masonic Lodge, I wouldn't go in there. I think even the termites have deserted the teetering building. Dale Williams said alligators vacationed in Rodney during the high water, many sunning on this woodpile.
Well, it was any size you wanted, anywhere from, well, I think the biggest one was about 12 foot on down to 2 foot, you know.
Well, by sheer determination, they're digging out the roads that had been 6 feet or more underwater, and slowly dust is once again replacing mud, and Rodney's drying out. The handful of people who live here are glad to see the ground again. The on and off volunteers who work on the churches will be back to survey what they have left to work with now that the Mississippi River has left Rodney, Mississippi high and dry one more time. Yeah, Rodney really is an important town. It has roots that run all the way back to the French colonial days, and Zachary Taylor could well have been walking the streets of Rodney, Mississippi when he was told that he had been elected president of the United States. And the river changed course, and now it's sort of dried up.